bumming with Bob. Let's have a few brews. Let's have some fun with the bum wine crew. So kick your feet up and grab you a beer. 'Cause damn, man, I'm glad that you're here.
All right. This is Bum Wine Bob. Welcome to an all-new edition of Bum with Bobcat. We are streaming here live on the Bum Wine Bob YouTube channel and on the Bum Wine Bob Twitter, X, whatever you're calling it these days. We are streaming here live. It's a celebration. Yes, the glass is back. We talked about it last week. The glass 40s have returned. And get on the phone now. Call your friends. Pick up the phone. Call them up. Tell them glass 40s have returned, and it's a celebration on Bumming with Bobcat. So those of you tuning in live, joining us, welcome. Like, subscribe, rate, review the podcast on all your favorite podcast apps and on the Bum Wine Bob YouTube channel. But, get on the horn right now because the pick is in, and with the number one pick, Roadhouse is here. Roadhouse, man, how you doing?
I'm not going to bullshit you. The glass is back. Oh, I got to go. See it.
See?
Yeah.
Tell your friends.
That's a good word.
Spread the word. The glass is back. You sent me even last night too. You sent the video to me. You're telling the animals outside that the glass 40s are back too. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Tell anybody you can tell. Get on the rooftops. Scream it out loud. The glass 40s have returned. We discussed it last week. We were out there wishing and hoping. I was out on the road this past weekend. We will dig into that, and I will talk about my adventures from this past weekend. But before we get into that, Roadhouse, man, how you doing?
Hey, not bad. I can't complain. Can't wait till this weekend. I'm going to get out and looking for myself. I've been a homebody this week, so excited to know that I got something to look forward to.
That's it. It gives you that reason to go out and get searching. So always be out there, be on the lookout. As we say, get on that bottom shelf, get searching. You never know what goodies you might find. It might be a glass 40. It might be an old classic. You never know. So be on the lookout out there.
Yeah, I'm going to try to, pay special attention, try to find if the MD Spiked has made it in my area yet.
Yeah, maybe they've pushed it a little bit.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything recently after the initial push that it was going to be hitting more markets, but we don't know. We don't know. And look, we have
myself bottom shelf looking the other day and was studying on that Manischewitz.
Yeah.
Oh man, and I'm scared. I don't say it too often, but
well, hey, if people want to see the Manischewitz challenge right here on Bone with Bobcat, just keep spreading the word. Keep hitting that subscribe button on the Bum Wine Bob YouTube channel, and when we hit the magic number, you could see us enjoy that in a sitting. And yes, see we have the Cody Jinks hat guy here. Says glass 211 is delicious, folks, and yes, it is. See, look right here. This was the casualty from the other night, still sitting down here. That glass steel reserve right there in the flesh. It's so good to see these back on shelves.
Did you see the comment right before that one?
See, okay, yeah, we have a comment here from Hector Lopez. Have you tried Thunderbird? Have you guys tried Night Train? It was I think it was meant discontinued, but disconnected 11 years ago. But yes, Hector, if you're new, yes, the Dirty Bird right here. We have definitely had our fair share of Thunderbird, more than our fair share in the archives here. We got them all around here. So if you're a fan of that, stick around and hop on board because we have you covered with that on Bumming with Bobcat, and we even have some extra treats on tap this week, doing things a little bit differently. And I was trying to think, okay, what's the best way to start things off? And it was it's no surprise now. I said the other day, this past weekend, I was out searching, got my hands on the glass steel reserve, and I have it here. Where is my picture? The searching that I did. I got to kick the right one. I don't want any spoilers out there, people. But but so I was out there. Well, here's the receipt anyway from
Okay.
this past weekend here. 2 for $5, Steel Reserve 40's. That's a pretty solid price there. And then also 2 for $5 Four Loko pre-games. Not bad. That's I mean, I think that's pretty much. I mean, do you know how much their pre-games are by you?
Uh, be honest, I'd never paid attention. I just grab as many as I can carry. Never really looked at price, but yeah, it's probably along those lines.
Yeah. And then also on the shelf was a guy I've had him before, not too often, and that's Mr. Johny Bootlegger. Was there 2 for $4, so even cheaper.
Yeah.
Is the Bootlegger. So I was thinking maybe to kind of get us going, wet our whistle a little bit. I picked up a couple of the bootleggers in the process, and here was from the one spot here. So there it was. You had your Steel Reserve,
Yeah.
your Four Loko USA pre-games. You need to get the USA pre-game. That one ranked number 1 in the Bum Wine Bob Four Loko pre-game power rankings. If you haven't checked out that one, check out that in the archives. But I picked up a couple different flavors of Johny Bootlegger here, which kind of seemed a little interesting to me to give a shot. And that was the Johny Bootlegger, the mango and the fruit punch.
Okay.
Because I saw some other ones. I saw ones I had before, but these two were okay. I haven't had these, so why not, pick those up and give them a shot. And then you said that, and for some reason by me, Johny Bootlegger is not found often in New Jersey, so that's why I have to cross over the border to PA to pick up that fine beverage. But you said that the Bootlegger is pretty much readily available.
Yeah.
By you there. So I picked up those guys here. So I got they call it the Foxhole Fruit Punch. There he is right there, Mr. Bootlegger himself. And what's the other one hiding in here? Moonshine Mango is what they call this one here. Good. Moonshine Mango. The mango shot and the fruit punch shot. Now, you said you picked up a couple different varieties yourself, right?
I did. Let's see what I wanted up with. And I went looking. I tried to match up with you. And my store has probably 10 to 12 different varieties, and none of them was what you had. So I got a couple I hadn't tried yet. And the first one I got is the watermelon.
Okay.
All right. Watermelon and iced lemonade. Those are the two that stuck out to me that I want to try.
Yeah, and those were actually, I think, the first two that I had tried myself a while back in the archives. It's out there from a few years ago. I did a podcast. I did another Johny Bootlegger double feature where I did those two, the lemonade and the watermelon, and then I did a sour episode of 2 with the sour raspberry and sour something else. I don't know. Go out there, listen to them. They're in the podcast archives.
Yes, sir.
So I think this is a nice little pre-gamer here to get us going here on the show before we get into the main event of the evening. So I think I'm going to start out with this Moonshine Mango.
All right.
Bootlegger. Give this one
When
a
you
shot
get
first.
that in, I'm going to go for the iced lemonade. Nice and cold.
Nice and cold. Glass. Also glass. See, we're representing the glass here today.
It's a theme, except I don't have any glass 40s.
soon. Hopefully they're.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay. Yes, that smells good. All right. Cheers.
Cheers. That's one thing I like about these little bottles, these little flask style. They serve a purpose.
Mm-hmm. See?
They're not
right in your
yeah,
right in your pocket.
In my book, they're not for nursing and sipping. That's really good. It's like, to me, they're almost like a Reese mini. You just want to hurry up, just knock it out real quick and move on.
Yeah, that's it. You know what you're getting into, because these guys here, these are 12%.
12, yeah.
12% ABV in 200 milliliter little bottles here.
Delicious.
A malt beverage with natural flavors and certified color. Pretty good. This mango is really good too.
I bet. Don't ask me to read mine. I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah.
I know what I got in big letters.
Yeah. That's all you got to see. What is the flavor? Okay. It says it right here. That's the important part right there.
Well, just firing in on this and starting out on it.
Yeah. It's another one. It gets you going. It gets you going.
It does. I can feel my stomach getting warm.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got just the right amount of alcohol in it.
Yeah. And no real burn to it either. So
no.
So it's
nope. And I think it's ladies friendly. I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I'm sure you can also use
mango, buddy. I bet that's good.
Yeah, no, that's good. And I think you can also use this, to mix. Use this as a mixer with something else.
Yeah.
Too. It's a fine choice for that.
Well, I brought something else with me.
Ooh, there you go. Another classic there.
Another classic. Going, we drink on a budget around here.
Mm-hmm.
It's where we consume so much, we just might as well save some money, but we're not skipping on quality either.
No, we say cheap in price, but not in quality here.
Yeah,
our buddy Dave is here saying nice old Milwaukee right there. Yeah. See, and Hector also said here, he said, okay, Miller beers back in glass in California. We had them for a year already. I miss Magnum malt liquor. If you guys had them before, I never had a Magnum malt liquor. That was always on my list to try to find.
That was big. Hector, where you been all this time? All these years.
I know he's coming in. He's coming in here hot with this stuff. See, he says, MD 2020 makes a 20% bottle now. Yeah, the new MD 2020 spiked. And
he also asked if we ever had Cisco wine.
Yeah, exactly. You guys ever had Cisco wine? Yeah, man, it's not a wine cooler, folks.
Go back through the archives a little bit, Hector, and see the one we did on the Snoopy special.
Oh yeah,
you'll enjoy that one.
Yeah. The classic Cisco, all the good stuff that.
I had to move my last bottle to the side so I could put that old Milwaukee in the fridge. My last
you gotta make space. Ooh, there you go. See, and
it ain't my classic burp, but
No, it's just getting warmed up. It's still early here. We haven't even gotten into the main event yet. So when
Main
and
event.
here, see,
Are
and
you
even
holding out?
the Cody Jinks hack I also said top 3 40s from here: St.
Okay.
Ides, 211, and Olde English. The Bull Ice and Mickey's are close 4 and 5.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah, yeah. It's a can't go wrong with any of them, and that's a
No.
damn solid lineup any day of the week. And after, as I said, we were talking on last week's podcast where we were saying that the rumors were out there that the glass 40s were showing back up and coming kind of out of nowhere. You see here we had our good buddy Blood, Sweat, and Beers was out here saying, "Hey, look, I found the Steel Reserve out there." We had 40-ounce malt liquor saying,
Yeah.
"Hey, here's the glass Olde English." So I was out in my travels this past weekend out in Pennsylvania, and I'm like, all right, you got to do some searching. Anywhere else new, any place you go, you got to see what they got on the shelves. So I did my own little detective and recon work to find
Yeah.
out, okay, where exactly was this store that had the Steel Reserve? And I go on my travels, I find it. Lo and behold, there's the 211. So I picked up a couple bottles there. I'm sure everybody here who's listening or watching along with us followed my adventure from the other night of a 211 Tuesday of drinking and grilling and enjoying the Steel Reserve. But you can't just stop with one Steel Reserve. You think, okay, you crack open a second one. And so I brought a treat here today with me, and can't really hear it in the brown bag koozie, but I'm gonna crack open another glass 40 here today, and let's take it out here. And you see, I went full out, with my Steel Reserve,
Yeah.
merch here for it. So let's take this one out here to show off what we got here. So here we go. We got a nice
Golden elixir.
40 ounce. Look at this here. But wait a second. This looks a little. Oh, shit. I picked the wrong one up here. And there it is, baby. There it is. There is the Olde English 800 40 ounce.
Glass.
There it is.
Wow.
Seeking and destroying for these bad boys here. I had
It's been so long. So long.
to get the glass back in business again, and it's literally 10 years to the day that, at least I'm pretty sure it was it's the last picture of a glass bottle that I had saved was from April 25th, 2014.
Wow.
Was my last glass Olde English. And now today, April 25th, 2024, we have the glass Olde English finally back here. So here it is. There's a side by side right there. 10 years later, still the same. Still looking the same. No changes to the labels. It looks exactly the same there. Same thing that I did.
Bumping your gums and crack that son of a bitch open.
I know. We gotta see right there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Olde English 800 right there. There's that glass. Everybody loves to hear that glass sound there. Ooh, hear that?
You know that motherfucker's fresh.
See? See? Look at that. Right there. 40 ounces. Olde English 800. The glass bottles have returned. Hey, Hector knows it. Label out. Right
Label
there.
out.
You see there? So let's drink it up, all right? Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, it's cold. I put it in the freezer a little bit beforehand just to get that extra chill on it.
It hits
And
different, don't it?
oh yeah, I know. After you know
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
plastic here, going back now to the
Like I said,
original.
I finally had a plastic. That 211 is my first plastic because I've had glass here just instead of in Colt 45, King Cobra, and all them. But
There
the
we go.
Old English 40's disappeared, and all I could get was talls.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wasn't so much that you were only seeing the plastic there. David said, "I know you get that extra 2 ounces in the plastic." I know they're
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't even care about the 2 ounces. I like that big, wide mouth. It reminds me of the old 64s that I used to get back in the day.
Yeah.
And you can really clear one of those down in 3 or 4 drinks. Me,
You could put a beating on a 64 ounce.
yeah, it had the finger hook in it and everything.
I've only seen those. I never had a 64
Oh,
ouncer, but that would definitely be something that I would have loved to get my hands on the
yeah,
64 ounce.
we would get 64 ounces on lunch break when I was in high school.
And you finish that whole thing on lunch?
Yeah, and then at that time, I had my normal classes, and then after lunch was vocational school. So we'd always go to vocational, just hammered. It's a great long beer. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. You want a can, you want a 40 after. Hey, either way, man. Guess the joint.
Talking about lawn mowing and drinking, not to hijack anything, but I had this. Everybody knows how expensive John Deere is. I had a John Deere 0-turn, and it cut my grass so fast. I've got almost 3 acres of grass, but it fucking sucked because you got your freaking handles. You couldn't drink beer and mow grass.
Yeah.
So I sold it and bought an old slow ass Cub Cadet with a steering wheel, just so I could drink beer while mowing.
Hey, modern problems cause for modern solutions. So you got to do what you got to do.
My priorities are in order.
I mean, why wait until drinking after when you could drink during?
Sure.
So
That's what wife says. The enjoyment is looking back on your yard and drinking a beer and looking at it. I said that's one of the pleasures too. But in the meantime, 3 acres of grass, I can drink a good 4 or 5 beers. Why should I freaking work my ass off and not get anything out of it while I'm doing it?
yeah, exactly. Why wait to have the fun after and see? And Hector said here too, they get the the California gets that 7.5% Old English, the little bit stronger there compared to the 5% or whatever.
Yeah, but we used to have high gravity here too.
Yeah, 5.9 are these guys.
I just never understand about the whole regional and malt liquor thing, man.
Yeah.
It's so uh-oh.
How would you do?
Really impressed. We got a lot of action here with the chatsters.
Yeah, the chatsters, we got viewers here. Share the stuff out there. Tell your friends.
Yeah, tell them
Join
to come
in
on over.
tell them to join the party here. I mean, and Hector said too, he wasn't a fan of the plastic. I mean, nobody was really a fan of the plastic 40s. I mean, I told you there's the only you can't use this as a weapon. You can't break this off and fight anybody. I said the only good thing about this, and I've said it many times before, would be you go, you spend, your $3 at the liquor store, you pick up your plastic 40, you're walking out the door, somebody bumps into you, it falls on the ground, it's just gonna bounce and it will be okay. It'll be a little
Right
foamy.
back in your hands.
Yeah, it'll bounce back up to you. You have this guy, you drop this guy, it shatters,
It's a
and
wrap.
your hopes and dreams are
I mean,
over.
you just spent the last 2 hours flipping cushions on your couch, scraping change, digging underneath the seat of your car, just getting that buck 250, $3 to go in the liquor store and get you a 40, get you a good buzz going. You walk out and some, inconsiderate douche bumps into you. Yeah.
But at least then, if he bumps into you, now you have a weapon to
Yeah.
to fight him for for it.
Just remember, you can do more damage if you stab with the narrow end rather than trying to smash somebody.
This is what you can get with this stuff here. Yeah, and now I see. I was trying to find the date on this guy before to see. Yes, September 23rd, 24 is the expiration date on this. So this is super fresh here. I mean, we all know it's fresh because I picked this up yesterday in my travels, and in a local spot, the same place that I had picked up the 42s.
Yeah.
For the Battle of the Booze.
Yeah, just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and I walked in there and looking at the shelf, I go in, I'm like, because I had checked there a week ago, and there was still all plastic in there for both the Olde English and the Steel Reserve. I go in this time, and right there, there's you got your 2 rows of your Olde English, your Steel Reserve, and then the always glass Colt 45.
Yeah. So that picture right there, he talked earlier, his top 3 40s. My top 3 40s would be Colt 45, Olde English, and then King Cobra.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
And we used to have Magnum back in the day. Magnum was made by Miller.
Yeah.
And being a malt liquor snob that I was like, what's Miller know about making malt liquor? I always stuck with the. So I kind of neglected Magnum, and wasn't something I wanted. I used to have customers that give me some customer appreciation, and they come pick up their cars that I've worked on, and they'd always bring me malt liquor, and it was usually Magnum. And he said, Magnum's good. It is good. But when at the time, a 40 of Colt 45 was $1.89, right? Like walking distance from the shop I worked at. So after 5 o'clock, we stopped working on customer cars, start working on our own cars, and walk up to the store and get 3 or 4 40s and a bag of chips and go back, and we'd have an all-nighter working on cars. A lot of times we just slept at the shop and went back to work the next morning. I wasn't married then or anything like that.
Yeah, no other responsibilities, so just yeah. Let's see. They said I never had Big Bear. Did you ever
I'm
have
not.
Big Bear?
Big Bear was, if I ain't mistaken, more of a Wisconsin thing, wasn't it? Around that range.
Yeah, I'm not
Back
sure.
in the early days of 40-ounce maltliquor.com, I'd always see like Big Bear and Camo and what are some of the other ones I just was dying to try? Such malt liquor is so regional.
Yeah. And here's a fun fact. I posted the picture I just posted out on Instagram, and our good buddy 40-ounce horror show did make a comment on it. He said, because I said I was pointing out the bottles, and I'm like, they look exactly the same. So I was thinking, okay, it's the same label as before, but he says that technically He said, "To all my fellow collectors, the new glass is technically a new variant. The old label didn't have the nutritional facts on the label, so I guess on the side over here,
Okay.
you do have your, your serving facts, your serving size, 12 ounces, 3.25 servings per container, and per serving, 5.9% alcohol by volume, calories 161, carbs 10.8, fat 0 grams, and protein 1.1 grams. So I guess
Ah, so
on the
140 is equal to a 6-inch Subway.
yeah. Hey, you can either eat or you can drink your meals.
Yeah.
It's up to you. See, David said
Fantastic.
all the nutrition you need is in that one bottle.
That's right.
Oh man, that's so good. That glass is so good. Nice and fresh.
Hits
It's the
different.
spot. A welcome find there that the glass is finally returned here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a celebration here. We were, if we had it, it would have been perfect. If we had this a month before for the Battle of the Booze Championship, that would have been perfect timing to celebrate
Yeah.
with that. I
So
mean,
go back to back.
exactly. You're back to
Back to
back.
back, and now we're back in glass.
Exactly. Back to back right there. Battle of the Booze champion there. For those of you that are new or tuning in, strolling, streaming, finding us there. And look, now we'll have to get an updated family photo there. Of all the
Can you
compare
do
this
it Owen Mills style?
yeah. And compare this was the picture from last year with the 42, the 24,
Yeah.
the 22, and the 16. So we'll need to get out there and get an updated one.
Do me a favor, Photoshop on the plastic 42 ounce a mullet. Because he is the outcast.
Yeah. I think they said a glass bottle division. Maybe we'll do like a separate malt tournament.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
like
in the fall.
Yeah, like a mini
Like
tournament.
Yeah, it's like your pregame for the Battle of the Booze. We'll do like a mid-season one.
Good deal.
Yeah, get the good stuff out there, everybody. Tell your friends all the best of the worst in cheap booze. We got all the glass back, and it's celebration. And stay tuned as well, because all the discoveries that I made over this past weekend, I've been out there getting the LSD with BWB in the works there, out there searching in the videos. And I think for now I might keep it on the YouTube channel as the shorts, just going in there, searching along there, and keeping it simple for now, because a lot of people seem to like that. People like to see the search and out there and going in, looking around, looking at those shelves, seeing exactly what's out there, because we're kind of just scratching the surface here with this stuff here too, because I was also out there searching as I got the the Steel Reserve. Here, look at that. They had top shelf stocked with all the variety of the Steel Reserve Alloy series out there. Your spiked pineapple, your blackberry, the Island Punch, the spiked cherry slushy, spiked watermelon, spiked strawberry, and spiked blue raz. So I did pick up a couple of those flavors. I picked up more of the Island Punch, so I can do some more slushies.
Okay.
With that, and then I picked up the spiked cherry slushy, which is one that I haven't had yet. So I'm interested to see how that one is. And I almost got, when I was at the one spot where I picked up the Steel Reserve, they had the alcoholic slushies there. They had the machines with where they make the alcoholic slushies, and the spiked cherry slushy was one of them. I was like, do I get one? Do I not?
Yeah.
I didn't then, but I figured, you know what? I'll make my own. Yeah, and David had told me the other day, he said he picked up a spiked pineapple and the blue raz to try out.
I wonder if I did something on the lines of like, you seen the little food trucks, or it's not a food truck, but the shaved ice trucks.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wonder if I could pull that off and do the alcohol ones. It's set up in a parking lot.
Hey, I mean, is that against the rules? I don't know.
Maybe I have to set up behind the store.
I mean,
like
maybe if you run it by them first,
yeah,
then
no, that takes all the fun out of it too.
yeah, it's a risk. Will the cops show up? Will they not show up?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm dying to try this watermelon.
All right, yeah. So kind of, this is like our, we're talking, NFL draft here today.
Yeah,
And so it's like our halftime of the podcast here, and we will get our second Johny Bootlegger here, the double feature here this week. There, you got the watermelon there, and I got the foxhole fruit punch.
okay.
Mr. Bootlegger here. Let's see.
My camera's on the lines of the buzz I got.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
Let's see. Okay, smells good.
And yours is the mango? All right, I've got the watermelon.
Okay. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Not bad. It's actually pretty good.
I don't get a watermelon flavor. Hold on.
Give it a few shots. Give it
Yeah.
Give it a
Like
few tries.
definitely the iced lemonade, spot on lemonade, very good. This shit tastes like prune juice.
Is that a good or bad thing? Are you a fan of prune juice?
Well, I'm not a fan of shitting myself.
No.
No, but I mean, it's got like a raisin. It's not even close to a watermelon flavor.
Okay,
Fucking
so
disappointing. It smelled like watermelon.
okay, so according to me, I was going back and looking at the post I did on bumwinebob.com from October 11th, 2021. This is when I cracked open the iced lemonade and the juice joint watermelon, and I said the watermelon was a winner. I said a smooth flavor that tastes just like watermelon Jolly Rancher. Can't even taste the alcohol on the way down.
Hold on.
Give it one more shot.
I ain't gonna lie. It ain't watermelon.
No?
No. Maybe I got a bad batch.
Maybe.
No.
No?
Thumbs down for me on that one.
No,
I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna drink it all.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink it. It's just not, because it's not bad. It's just not quite the flavor you were looking for.
And you're not going to hear me give a negative review on too much of alcohol. But I swear, as soon as I took a drink of this, it gave me the worst childhood memory when I was a kid. And if you ever told my mother that your stomach hurt or anything like that, she would say, she would automatically give you prune juice to make you shit to feel better. And that's exactly, I mean, that memory came flooding back as soon as I took that first drink. And that's not a good memory.
No. And then we've said it before, like you said, you didn't have a good relationship with peach liquor, right?
Yeah, and that's my fault too, because in my early drinking career, show up at a house party, we crash it. We're not even old enough to buy booze yet. And we slam all this schnapps and get sick. It's kind of left an impression for the life.
Yeah, and I think everybody has that. Everybody has that impression.
Yeah, we used to
Of
put Jolly Ranchers and Zimas too, old son.
yeah, Jolly Ranchers and Zima. I tried that when they had the return of Zima,
Yeah.
a few years back, and then that stuff there. I wonder if it'll ever come back again. Waiting for the second return of of Zima.
No, I remember I walked into the gas station. They had a whole Zima display. I'm like, I'm not even gonna buy it. Not even for nostalgic reasons.
I had to do. I saw it at the big
I
stand there, and
did.
I'm like, I gotta do it.
Yeah, you did.
I bought a 6-pack and tried it, and I was like, all right, it's not bad. It's really basic. It's like I'd rather drink that over White Claw, and it's
I guess, yeah. That's yeah. Yeah. You're right there. There's a couple of summers back, I bought that keg. I wanted to have this big cookout at the house. I invited all these people. I bought a keg of Modella, bought a shit ton of White Claw for, the females, and I bought probably 100 of those Fireball shots, the little bitty guys.
okay.
And maybe I miscommunicated, but not a fucking person showed up. So I made it a point that I was going to drink that whole keg of Modelo that weekend. And I did it.
I did it.
I did it. I woke up in the morning. The first thing I did is I went out there and I had that big old cup from the baseball game. And that was, and I filled it up all day long. I drank that a whole weekend. I drank so much beer. But it took me a good 6 months to drink all the White Claws that I had bought. And of course, the Fireball shots, they didn't go to waste either. But
yeah. That's and randomly here and there.
yeah,
Here's one.
packing in my lunch when I go to work.
Yeah,
All kinds
exactly.
of stuff. It's like mouthwash.
Exactly. It's like if you like eating the little atomic fireball candies.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, those two. I've had I'll just keep eating those things, and when they came out with Fireball, it's like, oh man, cinnamon whiskey. All right.
So here's the gimmick that's going on right now is you can actually buy Fireball in the gas stations now around me, but it's not cinnamon whiskey. It's not the was it like 66 proof?
Something like that. I
Yeah.
think you sent me the
It's not the
thing,
same
right?
shit that you can get in the liquor store.
Right.
Bastards. They changed, malt liquor. It's not malt liquor. Colt 45 is not a malt liquor anymore. It's a fine lager. And that all has to come down with this marketing and getting this other shit in the gas station so they can. It's just hurting. It's hurting us.
Yeah, it's still the same. It's like when they did the rebranding these malt liquors as sweet lager
Yeah.
or whatever they're calling them now. It's like, look, man, it's still malt liquor. You can change it. You can change what's on the label. It's still, at the end of the day, it's still the classic malt liquor. And there's the people that love that and will will always be
Yeah.
there with
Old
it.
school purist.
Exactly. It's you can try to spice it up and change the name, but I mean, how many people are going in? I mean, like, look at this here. At least Old English still, if they had brought this back and rebranded this,
Yeah.
there would be some angry people
Hate.
right there on the
A lot of
front
hate.
there. Says it right there, right there. Malt liquor.
Yeah.
Read the label, right there. The malt liquor, or even the Steel Reserve. You got the high gravity.
Gravity. They
High
stick
gravity lager right there, slow brewed for exceptionally smooth flavor.
with that.
Right there. And I was glad to see too that they still kept on the back of the label the high gravity lager, and it says here the 211 mark, based on the medieval symbol for steel, appears only on Steel Reserve High Gravity Lager. We use nearly twice the ingredients of many normal lagers and brew for over twice as long as many quality beers. So that's when you know you got the good stuff right here with the Steel Reserve going all out here, because who doesn't take their fancy ass high gravity lager in a $2.79 40-ounce bottle?
Yeah. Did you read what Dave just wrote?
Let's see. Let's share it with the class here. Let's see what
Yeah.
Okay, David said, when I was 22, I was really stupid. I was at a Christmas party for work at the community center. Well, the beer was free. Being inexperienced, I drank 11 cans of Busch in less than 2 hours. Anyways, my boss called my parents and they called an ambulance and took me to the ER.
Cheers.
Yeah. Hey, you live to talk about it, David. So you're still here.
Yeah.
Hey, as we said, we always welcome the drinking stories. As we were going through the Four Loko stories over the past couple weeks of the Walmart jungle juice
Yeah.
incidents, which
Yeah. So.
which according to him, I think he said he catched up. He said he loved the clips I put out there of his stories about the jungle juice, and I think that was the end of it there. It still hasn't made its way back out there yet, because he did ask me if I had seen these guys here, the Contaritos. They're hard sodas. I'll show you here. This is if you can see there. I haven't seen them in my travels yet.
Either.
But I've seen, he sent this to me, and I've also seen a few other people post about them. So I
Let's
don't know
say
if
5%.
Yeah, 5%. Yeah, this one's a pineapple hard soda and a mandarin hard soda.
Okay.
So looks interesting.
Yeah.
He said he's going to try them on Friday. So
Sounds delicious.
We'll see.
Sounds delicious.
See there, look at that. All the good stuff here. See, as we say, give us those stories. If you don't want to, if you don't want to come on here yourself and say it, we can do like a witness protection. We can hide your identity.
Yeah.
You don't need to expose yourself out here. If you want to tell your story, but you want to be incognito,
Yeah.
Feel free.
We'll even get that voice changer thing.
Yeah, exactly. No, nobody will know. Nobody will know it was you. Your secret is safe with us.
Yeah.
And the listeners and viewers of Bumming with Bobcat. So let us know.
AI and auto tune, we could probably get all your identity and voice changed.
Yeah, nobody had any idea. You can just, I mean, that's why I said you can just send us the story, and we can put that into the AI, and it will just tell it for us, and no one's the wiser. Like unless you're at that party with David when he was 22, you would never know about
Yeah,
that.
his boss was a dick for calling his parents.
It's probably a liability thing, I guess. Like,
no, he said he was 22. Call his boy.
Yeah, I mean,
call my parents.
Hey. It's all about liability, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is why we can't have nice things, you see.
It's because we can't have nice things.
See, like there, look at that. See, there's the lineup there. You got your glass 40s, you got your Johny Bootlegger, you got your Four Loko pre-games here. And then side by side, look at that right there. The glass 40s are back.
Olde English is just a smooth, good tasting malt liquor. And, I didn't realize how much I've done with only getting 24-ounce cans. So it makes me want to, really go out and look harder for the glass 40s now. I never paid it much attention. I've always had Colt 45. That's my go-to. So I've never really felt like I've been doing without.
And I think a lot of it, too, is because of the last 10 years of it being in plastic.
I had no idea. It just doesn't seem like that.
It's just like, it's never been a real go-to.
Yeah.
For me over that time frame, because you see, once they switched to the plastic, it was like, I can do with that. I'd rather have the glass bottle.
Right.
But now with it back in the glass, I think it's going to be more of a go-to pickup because it is the OG. It's got that classic vibe to it. And with it being back in the glass now, it just adds to that aura of the Olde English 800. When you think of 40-ounce malt liquor, this is what you get.
So going back to my teenage years and my early drinking renegade years, everything was in quarts. 40s was just in the infancy. So, but I'm seeing that quart servings are coming back in more rotation. I'm seeing a lot more quarts happening, which is kind of a good thing. I mean, I'm not a slow drinker. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
40
well documented. Yes.
A 40 is a good serving for me. But say let's go to the mid to late 90s when double deuces became popular. I love the double deuce because I could pound them down like most people would a 12-ounce.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to buy double deuces by the case and keep them in my fridge. And then what I'm saying is the quarts are a blessing. It's the equal medium between the 40 and the double deuce.
Yeah. It's it depends on when you're drinking and what you're drinking for.
And the atmosphere.
And what time of day. Ooh, there we go. I had to get that one out there. That one there, that's for Efred.
That was dirty.
Ugh. See? Yeah, you have your variety out there. As we said, we put the lineup out there. I mean, of what you can get. You take out
that's a wonderful picture.
Yeah, you take out that 42, put in that 40 there.
Yeah.
And the 22 Olde English glass bottles. Those are pretty solid too. If you can get those. Those are a nice change from like your 24 ounce. Yes,
Yeah.
you're losing 2 ounces, but you get that glass bottle. And over the past 10 years, I mean, I've probably only had a little more than a handful, probably, of the 22-ounce glass Old English bottles, because they're hard to find. There's only a couple places that had them, and some places sometimes they have them, sometimes they don't, or they had them, then they don't have them anymore.
Sure.
Is that like the same place I told you I went to that had the double malt? Used to have the 22-ounce Old English glass bottles. Got rid of them. They had Colt 45 22s at one point. Got rid of those, and then I go back. I told you last week. There's no more double malt on the shelves. I'm like, what are we doing here? Get the good stuff out there that the people want.
Don't make me grab this wet floor sign off the floor and go all Brock Lesnar on you.
See, yeah, and look, Dave says here, sometimes I want one beer. It's not that I don't want more, but at times I get that full feeling after one beer.
I feel that.
But if you make your one beer a tall boy, then you're good. See?
I feel that comment. I can relate to that. And sometimes you think you, and then you put one down, and all it wants to do is foam up on you in your belly.
Yeah.
It kind of ruins the mood for the rest of the day, even though in your mind you think you want to drink a bunch.
Yeah.
Your body's gonna tell you, nah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, no, not today. Not today. Yeah. So sometimes you have to switch along, go a different route. You want to drink something different. You gotta.
There's some nights you just cannot put enough beer in yourself. I like those nights.
I know that was like the other night after. Yeah, after I had this guy.
Yeah.
I was like,
you were ready.
I'm like, I got to keep going. So I had one can, one of these 16-ounce cans of the Country Club left, and I'm like, I'm gonna drink this. So I cracked open that. I drank that, and I'm like, all right, still want a little bit more. And then I was getting crazy, and I was like, I was breaking out the quarter horse here, having a little bit to cap things off for the night. Then finally, after that, I was like, all right, it's cool down time.
Yeah,
that's enough. But
so you do the same thing I do at the liquor store. You can walk down the aisle and just stare for an hour, and it's not that you're being indecisive or anything like that. You're just pondering. And so I was like, do I want to get a bottle of bourbon? I'm all out of bourbon except for, the good stuff. And I was like, well, what do I get? But then I got looking at tequilas because it's getting that time of year. And I was all on board with getting me a bottle of Casamigo, or, they had every kind of tequila in the world. One of them was like a spicy tequila. I wanted to try it, but in my mind, I wanted that Casamigo very bad. They're like, oh, we're not carrying that anymore. I'm like, well, thank you. Just saved me like $50. Yeah. The weather determines what I'm drinking. I'm always going to drink the cheap beers and stuff like that. And then when I do the, extracurricular drinking like Noah's Mill, stuff like that, it's got to be that fall, winter season. So the bourbon is kind of going to fizzle out for a little while.
Yeah.
That clear tequila, the agave tequila this time of year, I freaking love it.
I did. I know a lot of people don't like it. I had I have a bunch of little bottles of the Jose Cuervo tequila, and the other night,
the gold.
Yeah, the gold.
Yeah.
And what did I mix it with? I did.
That's how I got my first son.
That was thanks to the Jose Cuervo Gold.
Yeah, I almost named him Jose.
Jose-
But you got called Bubba.
But yeah, what did I make? I can't remember. What the hell did I mix? Was it I mixed it with something, because I was just searching through what I had, and I was like, I don't really want any beer tonight. I kind of wanted something mixed drink, and I had been
Yeah,
mixing and doing a lot of vodka mixed drinks
yeah, yeah.
recently. And but I
Solid.
was like, I want something different, and I did the Jose Cuervo, and I think might have been a seltzer with some lime juice, and it was pretty good. I was like, all right, this
Yeah,
was solid.
yeah, the Jose Cuervo Gold is, to me, is a perfect mixer tequila.
Yeah.
Uh, a lot of people don't like to drink tequila, say straight up. They do the salt and lime and like, but when you get a good, clear agave tequila, like I will say Casamigo, I'm going to promote that one. You don't need a chaser for that one. It's so smooth and so crisp and so clean.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I know a lot of people do not like Jose Cuervo, and that's not one I would either drink straight up either. But if you're
Yeah.
mixing it in a drink of
Yes.
some kind, I think it works for that because it's on the cheaper side, so you're
Yep.
not worried about drinking it straight up or taking
I
shots.
like Jose Cuervo, the gold, with a little salt and lime, like, you know, kind of plays on each other. But to just take a Jose Cuervo and just drink it, it's garbage, but
Yeah,
it's great for everything else,
yeah, and then
including making kids.
yeah. Here we go. And David said, if you can find it, I highly recommend Bardstown, Kentucky Straight Bourbon.
Yeah.
You've had that? Have you had that one?
Listen, that's like 30 miles from my house, Dave. Of course, I've had it.
Yeah. Well, hey, this one here too. You're still searching for this one, right? You're
Yeah,
still searching for that
that's
quarter
60
house,
miles. That's
and
60 miles from my house.
yeah. So
Yeah. Bardstown, Marion County is the next county over from me. Yeah, Bardstown's in Marion County. I'm in Grayson County. Around here, we don't call towns. We call out the counties. Now, where you're at, is there a lot of townships, or how are the areas called out around you?
yeah, I guess it is. It's all townships
Okay,
mostly. Yeah, yeah,
that's a northeastern thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's either a township or boroughs is the other
boroughs.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now you're getting more eastern with the boroughs. But if you say from like Ohio to Pennsylvania to that Jersey borderline, you're all on the townships.
yeah,
It's,
yeah. No,
it's amazing.
now we're getting to geography here. Now you see,
Yeah,
this is what you get here. You never know
you
what you're gonna
never
get.
know where this podcast is going to
Yeah,
go.
exactly,
Or
exactly.
Golly. Not to mention, there is a hit. It'll never be released to the public. Archive edition of Bumming with Bobcat featuring an old shitbag drunk Roadhouse. That day, I know I was on a couple of 40's, Orange Julius. It was about a 16-hour bender of bum wine.
Yeah, there was. I know you're putting them down over there, and
Yeah.
then next thing you
You
know, end up
sent me
with
that.
a.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing. You sent me the rough draft,
yeah,
and I was embarrassed for myself. And I said, it really doesn't need to see the light of day ever. That was bad. I had no idea. I don't know how you sat through it for so long. So bad. Yeah, I'm trying to see what I could do here, but I can't.
Yeah.
So, in the long and short of things, Johny Bootleggers, they do the job. Two little Johny Bootleggers get you right on track.
Yeah, exactly. You get your bootleggers to get your other drinks.
Yeah.
Now, did you finish both of the bootleggers?
Yeah, they're both gone.
Okay, all right. So I only went through probably about just a little bit of each of them, just a little taste.
Yeah.
Of each
Ice
of those
lemonade and the prune juice, and I'm good to go.
But that's because I have my 40 to get through over here, so I don't want to waste my time on the bootleggers too much. Got to focus on that.
Really excited about that glass. Good job. Good job on you finding that. Good job on you presenting it.
See, right there. That's the good stuff there. And don't worry, the search and the videos of the LSD with BWB will be coming to the Bumwine Bob YouTube channel. So if you haven't done so yet, subscribe, because there'll be even more LSD. Because who doesn't love some LSD?
So does Dave? Just a quick question, Dave. Do you follow me on Instagram? Because I'm going to do a bourbon aisle walkthrough here in Kentucky.
Oh, there you go.
And see how it, and I'll put it on Instagram. Okay, I see it.
Said yes, yeah. Yeah, look at this here. Putting the post out there. The people love to see.
Yeah.
The glass.
Well, here's the thing, Bob. It's Derby season. Did you guys watch Thunder over Louisville last weekend?
No.
It's the kickoff to Derby, which was last weekend. So Derby's not till the first Saturday of May, but we have all this time in between. The Blue Angels were here. It's probably one of the biggest fireworks display in the U.S. is Thunder over Louisville. It went on for a whole hour. I don't know why it's not more advertised or watched.
Yeah.
It was absolutely crazy. Plus, they had a drone show prior to Thunder, which was really good. But we're now in Derby season here in Kentucky. So it's a month-long party. So the liquor stores are laid out way different than they are any other time of the year. And I just need to document that more than what I do. Derby season here in Kentucky is crazy.
I know, that's like big time.
Yeah.
That's big time over there. That's
I don't even care about that 2 minutes of the horse races. It's the whole
right. It's everything. Right. Nobody cares about the actual running of the Kentucky Derby.
I really like the Oaks better than the Derby anyway.
Yeah, it's more about the party around it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No, last weekend was Thunder over Louisville. We watched it on TV, and you could probably still watch the replay of it. Amazing. I should text you that night so you can watch it live. But it was like a party at the house watching Thunder here last weekend. He said, bring 40 OE 40s back to Canada.
Yeah. I think that, and it's also the
jump the border.
Mickey's Grenades and Olde English 40s gone in the same year. I mean, that's like pulling the rug out from under you there. I mean, I love the Mickey's Grenades. I mean, I still cannot find. I don't have any Mickey's 40s around here. But I can get the grenades still, at least. Do you still have that spot where you can get those the Mickey's tall boys cheap?
Yeah. I just haven't been back there in a while, but I bet they fucked their prices up because they were only $1.10. Let me try to go back and find this bullshit my son sent me.
Well, that's what you said when you were out there the last time you were trying to find the Mickey's 40s,
Yeah.
and you went into the place and it was nothing there. And then the guy asked you, "Need any help with anything?" Your store sucks.
Yeah, dude. Oh, that guy made me so mad.
Well, I had that too in my travels too. I was like, I'm going around because I'll go into stores and I'll look around, and if there's nothing out of the ordinary, I'm just I'm not I'm just walking out. I go in, I walk to the back, I look at the cooler. Okay, what do you have? If there's anything new, I'll pick it up. If it's all the same shit that's everywhere else, and there's nothing specific I'm looking for, I'm not just buying something just to buy it. I just
Right.
go out and I walk to the door, and sometimes I'll ask them, say, "Hey, do you have whatever?" Just to kind of be nice. And then if they say no, say, "All right, no problem. All right,
Yeah.
thanks. See ya." And then sometimes you just walk out, and as you're hitting the door,
Sometimes I'm nice
it's
enough to
always
buy.
right as you're at the door, the guy
Yeah.
has to say, "Oh, sir, do you need help with anything?" And I'm just like, I'm out of here. I'm not even
Yeah.
wasting my time. Just walking out.
Sometimes I feel bad. I've already spent like 30 minutes looking around, and I'll just go ahead and grab some bling bling or something like that, just to give them some business or whatever. It's like I don't really want it, but
Yeah, it's
it's
like I can get something there because I'll drink it.
right.
But if I'm like, I'm not just buying it just to buy it.
I sent you that picture of what my boy sent me, and he couldn't remember what store or where he was at.
Oh yeah, look at that. There we got there it is, the glorious Mickey's 40 ounce right there. You can see it
He
not
said, "Dad, look what
too
I
well.
found."
Yeah.
I was like,
Hey, that right there next to
oh,
the plastic 42-ounce steel reserve, which hopefully
yeah,
that should be
in the
changing
boxes.
soon. That should be changing itself to the glass 40s
To
soon.
make more room.
Exactly.
He said, "I can't get Mickey's 40's in two. I can get it in two places. I have to drive a ways."
Hey, if it's worth the trip. I mean, if it's
Yeah. No,
oh,
you can't go wrong. I've never had Mickey's in a 40 in my life.
never.
Never.
Ow. Ow.
But the grenades, you can't go wrong with the grenades. That's about the right.
It is good. I miss the
It
Mickey's
is
40s
good. It's the
readily.
right measurement for the size of the grenade and drinking it. It's even though it's 12 ounces, almost reminds you of how fast you could drink like Little Kings or something like that.
Yeah, it reminds you of the little like 7, 8 ounce
Yeah,
bottles, but it's a
because they
12
go
ounce
down so
bottle.
good because that
Yeah,
big wide mouth.
it's it
And
goes it goes back
the
to the wide mouth. You see.
they got the trivia puzzles on the lids that are always
Hmm.
fun. Wide mouth grenades are nice. Yes,
Yeah,
they're nice.
yeah, yeah. Because it's funny because I don't know why Mickey's 40s vanished from around here because for years they had the glass Mickey's 40s, and then 10 years ago when they made the switch from glass to plastic, they switched the Mickeys as
Yeah,
well to plastic, and they still had them around here. So I can
yeah,
still get the Mickeys and plastic 40s. And then I think it was in 2017, Mickey's, it was Mickey's and Miller High Life switched from plastic back to glass for their 40s. But Steel Reserve and Old English still stayed in plastic. So it was interesting at first. So the places that had them, I could get the glass Mickey's 40s again. And then maybe a year later, in like 2018, Just all of a sudden, they just vanished. No place around here had that. I can't even find Highlight 40s anymore anywhere. So I don't know what happened to Mickey's and Highlight 40s. Just went away. And then, as I said, it took another almost 6 years for them to finally bring back glass for the rest of
Yeah.
them.
So when I was in South Carolina back a couple weeks ago, I found Highlight 40s everywhere.
Yeah.
And although I was interested, I didn't buy any.
Well, something like that is interesting because it's like a vanity. Because I mean,
Yeah.
you can get
Yeah.
High Life anywhere else in a bottle or a can,
Yeah.
and there's really no need for a
Correct.
40 unless you are a special
Although,
occasion.
yes, I was excited to see it, but I didn't want to purchase it.
Yeah, like if it was the Mickey's 40, you'd be like, all right, I gotta load them up.
Yeah.
I'll take all those. But Highlight 40, it's like, okay, it's cool, it's nice to see, but I don't really need that.
Yeah.
Like unless you were going somewhere or you had an occasion that you're like, I just need 140 of High Life. That's it.
Yep. I get Highlight a 30-pack. No big deal. But
Exactly.
yeah, although it was very rare for me to see a 40 Highlight, I wasn't going to buy it.
Yeah.
But I did
Stick
buy
to
the special thing that I should have got in the mail already. I'm going to send you a couple of different little things.
Yeah.
Not
Well, we
gonna
got
be a big-
some we got
It's
some
not going to be
stuff.
a big care package like you're used to getting from me, but it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, we got some stuff in the works here. We're not gonna dive too deep into it here today because we got to leave some mystery
Yep.
for the people out there.
I got mystery for you.
As I said, we got mysteries for us here. I picked up some more mystery stuff in my travels, which, if you keep your eyes open, once the LSD with BWB hits the YouTube channel, you'll see some of it out there.
Ooh.
We're not going to reveal it here today, but within the next month or so, you will see that stuff right here as we crack them open here. And David said here too, he's looking for the Schlitz, the Bull. I've heard it can be found in some places in Ohio. Yeah, Schlitz is another one, the Bull.
Yeah.
There's only one spot that I know of in New Jersey that has it, and I haven't been over in that area.
Now, is David in Ohio?
I don't know, David. Where are you? If you're out there still, let us know. But that's one too. There's only one store that I know of in the state of New Jersey that has the Bull. Okay, he said he's in Michigan.
Okay.
So, be interesting to see all this stuff. Is because it's like you think regional stuff, but then there's one store in a state that has it.
Yep.
But no other places have it, and even like the Olde English, not every place has it. I guess it depends on what the places want to stock, what they can get. But it's interesting to see. That's why you got to get out there, get searching all the time.
I agree.
You never know what's out there.
Push for the, do your due diligence and get out there searching. Tag us in it. Dave, I want you to send me a message on Instagram so I get narrowed in on your account. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to what's on Instagram. I slack really bad when it comes to social media. I'm not savvy like Bumwine Bob here.
That's what I'm here for. You see,
I'm pretty lazy. I'm pretty lazy when it comes to this shit.
It's there. You use it, and then
I do, but like I walk into a store and I'm like, oh fuck, I left my phone in the car, and here's this shit. Probably make a good clip, and then I'm like, yeah, never mind.
Where's my phone? Damn it, it's in there.
Yeah.
But if you got to go out to get some change, literally, that's what I did. I bought this 140 the other day, and I had a couple singles, and I was looking. I was like, oh, I forgot to bring in some change, so I went out, got some change, so I could go back in because I could get as close to the exact change as I could.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to get, because it's like the what was it? It's like I think it was $2.99 for or $2.89, something like that. So it was like $3.19, I think, was the total price. And I had 4 singles, so I could have covered it, but I'm like, then I got all this extra change now. But if I go out to the car and I get a quarter, I go back in, I give him $3.25, I keep my dollar, and I get 6 cents back or whatever it is.
Right.
So you got to be resourceful out there, people. So that's what we're here for. We're drinking on a budget, drinking the bottom shelf here.
That's what we
as
do.
we got just that little bit left here. As they say, you gotta kill the swill here, as we will finish off this 40 here.
Big round circle.
Of Olde English 800. Look at this, everybody. If you in all seriousness, if you joined us here, and if you popped in for a minute or two, you watched the show, tell your friends. If you think we say here, we drink, we BS, we have fun. We occasionally have guests on if they will respond to our messages.
Yeah.
We will be getting them back on. We have people in the works that we will be getting back on here if the scheduling works out there. But subscribe on that YouTube channel. If we hit that magic number, we'll do that Manischewitz challenge there. But look at that here. So we'll kill off.
So we're looking at 358 viewers right now. If every one of them would subscribe to the YouTube channel right now.
Yeah, we'll be doing Manischewitz next week.
Manischewitz.
Yeah, we'll be doing Manischewitz next week if you won't subscribe.
I highly recommend you guys don't subscribe, because I don't want to chug his Manischewitz, but I'm going to. There you go, my man, my dude.
Ooh,
yeah, love it, love it, love it.
That's the good stuff right there.
Like I said, that was my very first 40 ever in my life. Was a 40 of Olde English.
There it is, right there.
With the hottest hair metal chicks you can imagine.
Look at that, right there.
There you go.
Ding, ding, ding. Round and around. Where will they go? Glass, baby. The glass is back.
Glass is back.
Officially. That does it. That's the only 2 left that we are waiting on to make the transition back to glass. And now they've done it. The Steel Reserve and the Olde English 800. Two of the classics out there.
I'm glad to be a part
there we
of
go. There we go.
Glad to be
the worst. Get out there. If the glass hasn't hit your area yet, get out there and get searching, because it might be out there tomorrow. You never know.
Shit. Yeah.
As I said, it was a week later, and all the plastic's gone, and now the glass is there. So, and David just said he used to see plastic 12 ounces at casinos. Unless they don't want you throwing them at people. Same thing like whether at the baseball games.
Yeah, or Browns game.
And sporting events, because they don't want you throwing glass bottles onto the field. That's what I always say. You throw a plastic 40 at somebody, it's like, oh, okay, whatever. Bounces off. You throw this bad boy at somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting hurt.
They're going to get some attention.
Yeah.
All right.
So, anything
feeling
else?
Good?
I'm feeling good here now. We had we got the Olde English. We got Mr. Bootlegger here. I still got some left here. I'm gonna probably mix up some sort of concoction. Some concoction with these guys that I got left here. The mango and the fruit punch. 2 solid flavors, I have to say. I enjoyed both of them there, and I'll be revisiting those probably this weekend.
Nice.
To see what kind of concoction we can come up with there, and get out searching for those glass 40's. People love to see it. They're out there. If they're not there yet, soon. Because I think at this point now, I think it's nationwide. I think they're going to be pushing them out to everybody.
So many posts of people celebrating the glass coming back. Such a good thing. So exciting.
Exactly. Celebrate, spread the good word. Smash that subscribe button on the Bum Wine Bob YouTube channel. Tell them to check it out. The best of the worst in cheap booze is here. Roadhouse, you have anything else you want to say before we sign off here?
Just excited to be a part of it. Watching the look on your face while you crack that thing open. Very, very.
The top secret reveal here.
Yes, you got me.
Fooling everybody about
you tricked me too.
Say, oh no, we're doing another Glass Steel Reserve tonight. Oh, but wait, there's more.
Yes. Way to go, buddy.
Olde English 800 there. So, yes, tell your friends if you enjoy the show there, like, subscribe, rate, review, audio, video. We do it all here. Be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more LSD with BWB, as I'm going to be posting the searching for these guys here, the Steel Reserve, the Olde English. Tell your friends. Best of the worst and cheap booze is at bumwinebob.com. And I'm Bowing with Bobcat. He is Roadhouse. I am Bowwine Bob. And until next time, cheers.
Motherfucker.